Over $74,000 for a 2023 Grand Cherokee. It's about to be 2025. This thing has just been sitting on the lot, rotting away, and no one wants it. Why? Because it's overpriced. The quality's not that high. There's so much drama going on with Stellantis, and you know if you buy this, you're gonna have to bring it into service, get a loaner car. It's gonna happen. Things are gonna go wrong. If you don't know, Stellantis is the owner of Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and Chrysler. And yesterday, their stock hit an all-time low. And it's okay, stocks go up and down, that's fine. But the craziest thing about it is the stock market's not down. My 401k hit an all-time high yesterday. I'm pretty sure the Dow and the S&P both hit an all-time high, if I'm not mistaken. But I know my mutual fund and my 401k did. So it's funny, I looked at my 401k, it's at an all-time high yesterday. Stellantis was at an all-time low. So it's really crazy. It didn't close at an all-time low, but it hit an all-time low yesterday. And Stellantis is just, man, they are going downhill. And it's because Stellantis announced that Carlos Travaris is staying for the next 16 months. In my video yesterday, I said, Carlos Travaris needs to own up to his mistakes. He needs to be fired. He needs to at least accept responsibility for making this happen, for the Hornet, for all these mistakes that he made, but he's not accepting responsibility. Who got laid off yesterday after I made my video? The chief financial officer, Natalie Knight. Wow, it's just like, what? Like, of course, he did not accept responsibility. Next week, there is a board meeting, so I can hope and cross my fingers that the board stands up. But in order to get rid of Carlos, they would have to pay him so much money, I imagine, to break the contract and get him out of there. It would cost the company a lot of money, but I bet it would still save more money than keeping him because he's destroying this company. And the chief financial officer, I saw a video on OG Motivator. He's basically, they're always trying to get you to cut costs. You know, they control the finances. They're very important. And I think Carlos was kind of getting annoyed by it. $70,000 for a 2025 Ram. You don't get a V8. The fuel economy is not much better. You can go over to Ford, you can go to General Motors and get a V8 for the same price, if not cheaper. That's a fact. So a lot of people are shopping around now. Also, go look at General Motors stock, and then you'll look at, that's the crazy part. It's not like the whole stock market's down and Stellantis' stock's down. No, the stock market's up and Stellantis' stock is in the trash. General Motors stock is up like crazy. And nothing I'm saying is financial advice. It's just crazy how bad it is. People are shorting Stellantis' stock left and right. Literally, with the Jeep, people are not buying the products anymore. Some people get mad when I show this, but in my state, it's not that humid. It takes time to get this rusty. That does not happen overnight. It's just a fact. This has probably been sitting here for months, not even driven around the lot. I don't live in a real humid state. I understand other places that the rotors get rusty quick, not where I live, especially that thick. But it's because they're too expensive. $60,000 for a Gladiator is a lot of money. It is. And I've seen it in real life. I had multiple customers come in with these Gladiators when they first bought them, 2020, 21, real excited. They were really cool. They were upside down 20, 15, 10 grand upside down in negative equity because they overpaid big time. And it's almost every single product they have out here. It's overpriced. The quality's not that high. You have upper management executives that are complete nuts, and I don't even think they're going to own the company much longer. If Carlos stays with this company, it's not going to be much longer because the stock keeps going down and down and down. And some people call him Mopar Jesus, Tim Kuniskis. He basically said, no, I'm not gonna come back. So that's really, really sad. And that's basically, we were hoping he would come back, maybe be the interim CEO or something for the meantime. That didn't happen. Natalie Knight got fired, and they said Carlos Travaris is staying for 16 months. The stock plummeted, plain and simple. As soon as they announced Carlos Travaris is out of there, I guarantee you the stock would rise dramatically. And these dealers are struggling. All they can do is get more rebates from the manufacturer. And they're really not giving them yet, but they're talking about it. And I think in the meeting next week, they're gonna say in the board meeting, we have to ramp up these rebates. And here's the deal. Before the pandemic, this is where dealers made their money. I was in car sales before and after and during the pandemic. And I'll say this, before 2019, Dealers did not make any money on new cars. That was like never, you didn't make money on the front end of new cars. You made money in the finance box if you bought warranties and stuff, but there was no profit on any Stellantis product before 2019 selling brand new. Plain and simple. You made your money by taking a trade-in, by getting them in the finance box, and you made your gross profit on the front end by literally selling used vehicles. This is where, as a sales associate, you would get the most gross profit. And the problem is people are not buying cars anymore like they used to. So, and also trade-ins are not coming in like they used to because people are so upside down. If you bought a car in 2020, 2021, and you were not smart, and you made stupid financial decisions, and you paid, $30,000 for a Kia Rio, people made dumb decisions, really dumb decisions. And so people are upside down, they can't get out of their car, they have too much negative equity, and they're stuck. And it's very common. It's actually really, really sad. Some people get stuck bad, and it's their fault. They're adults, but man, they got screwed over. But yeah, it's just one thing after another that's making these dealers go through hard times, and it's also their fault. It's not like we can really feel sorry for them because, a lot of these dealers took full advantage. When times were hard, when times were easy and people were coming in like crazy, they were, markup, 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 markup. Now times get a little harder and it's, Pee-wee, I need help. Come on, come help your local dealer out. And that's where it's a little funny because, wait a minute, weren't you the one that was just doing markups and all that? And I'm not saying all of them. They're not all like that. But majority of them did take full advantage, full advantage during the pandemic. So just keep that in mind. And if you liked what you heard, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. We're doing a lot of Mopar news. We're also going to go to a lot of dealerships. The goal of this channel is to hold manufacturers accountable and dealerships. It's a unique perspective because I'm a former salesman and I used to live in Germany. And so living in Europe, it's actually kind of a unique perspective with this because they're making this company a European company. Going to manual, going to EV. Electric vehicles need to be they need to be in Europe way before they are in America, plain and simple. Electric vehicles should be adopted way before in Europe before they are in America. But hey, go ahead and like this video, subscribe. Thanks for watching.